So today we're looking at the Olpro Ranger two-man tent. It's been sent to me by Olpro. On some of the photos I've seen, it looks like a two-man dome tent, but the description doesn't really follow what you'd expect. I mean, a standard two-man dome tent generally wouldn't be any use to me doing some wilder camping. But we're going to unpack this and see if there's anything that makes it different. So, first time out, didn't look at any instructions, so I just steamrolled ahead. I was assuming that we're going to pitch the inner first and then put the fly over the top, but of course it's fly first, pulse through these sleeves. You've got your X ready to push up and form your dome tent shape. Then we'll clip the inner to the outer. And then I'm also going to look at if you can leave the inner attached and just set it up as one in the future. So you can see it's a different shape to just being a dome. It pulls out to create a more rectangular shape. I'll just step back a bit. So we've got a number of seams which give it more peg out points, and that alters the shape of the inside. Across the back end, it doesn't look domey shaped at all. We've got a vent on each side, guide ropes to put out, although that's not needed in the woodland today. And then we've got our opening on this side. We've got a 5000 Hydrostatic Head fly, Geodesic design, easy to pitch, and a 10,000 Hydrostatic Head ground sheet. So with the entrance zip undone, see it forms the shape of a doorway. I'll take you inside and show you how the inner fits together. So at both ends we've got these clips. Some adjustment. Attach the ground sheet to the fly, and we've got our tabs for pegs, and we've got a number of these rings and tabs to hang the inner off the fly. Okay, looking at the door tied back. Inside we've got the inner mesh door. We can open that completely. It really does get itself out of the way. So with the inner door open, you can see we've got a big space which is sort of rectangular with a bit of a diamond shape to it. We've got a small door on the far side, and then the shape continues round to the foot end. So the small door reveals that we've got space for storage inside. The small door is open there, and that reveals that we've got a bit of storage space on the outside. That's my ground sheet sticking up. So you can put a little bit of kit out there. Then you've also got a bit of space outside the main door. Lengthwise, got plenty of space. If you're 6 foot tall, lie in the centre. If there's 2 people, you know, a couple of inches less, a little bit less space at the side. Just notice there's a hook for a lantern or something up top, and there's some storage pockets down to the side. The mesh door stuffs into a pocket as well. The door closed, you can see we've got a little bit of space there. You can probably pull that out a little bit tighter, and you could even see if you can make a bit of shelter from the door. I haven't actually got any spare kit with me today, but you could easily rig something up. With a paracord, guy rope, whatever, and set up a nice cooking space outside, well ventilated. So as you can see from the bright piping, the edging strip, the red poles and the guy lines, this is not really a stealth camping tent. It's the sort of thing if you're in maybe a group where you've got permission to be on the land, that you might actually want people to see you and not trip over you. I like the shape inside. It's proven to me that it's not just a dome tent. There's never any sort of storage space or cooking space in a standard dome tent. I could see that you could use this in the wet, still be able to maybe prop the door open, cook. There's plenty of space in there for one person. Doesn't feel cramped at all. 2 people would be snug, but you've still got that extra bit of space on each side to store those things like boots, etc. So this is a really easy tent to set up. I didn't bother with any instructions, although I set out a little bit confused just because I rushed into it. But it is quite obvious where the poles go, where the pegs go, how the inner clips to the outer. It's pretty much foolproof. So I've just been looking at the packaging that it comes in, and it says turn me over for instructions. If you pull the cardboard out, there's a full set of instructions, and there's also a link, a QR code to instructions as well. It should be handy, and of course you've got that with you all the time in the storage bag. Again, being less stealthy than some other models, we've got some height in there. We've got enough height to be able to sit up, which is always a practical thing. It doesn't feel like a coffin inside, as some of these really low profile ones do. But of course, low profile means nobody gets to see it. Overall, it looks decent quality. I think it comes in at 2.3 kilograms, which is a tad heavier than some, but you're getting a bigger tent if you're not too keen on these really small ones. It comes with some lightweight alloy poles, and also the pegs, aluminium, rounded. I didn't bend one, putting them in. So over the next few weeks I'll hopefully get to field test it, see if we can really cook practically in the doorway area, see if the storage areas are adequate, and just give it a general test out and see what other people's opinions are. Always happy to hear your thoughts, comments and questions below. I'll put the full spec there as well and a link to the website. So, does it fit back into the bag? Yes, it does. With space to spare.